the CAGCast, episode number 503. I'm your host, Cheapy D, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we are joined by a man who proves that if you don't ask, you don't get. Wombat.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there. Something to be said about that.
That's right. Didn't Wayne Gretzky
I feel
say
you'd
that?
like a T-shirt with that on it.
Is there a T-shirt that says that I should know about?
That's in your near future, coming from California?
Yeah,
No, that would be good
Okay.
though. We didn't have time to custom make you a T-shirt.
that's quite all right. I would hope not.
We did have time to grab you the shittiest T-shirts that we could find. Well, really,
That
any
sounds-
T-shirt, not just the shittiest. Anything that was available.
T-shirts were in short supply this year.
That's okay.
I feel like
Oh.
you're going to be getting more T-shirts than 95% of the attendees. You think that's accurate, Shipwreck?
That's probably accurate. You're getting fewer Mario hats.
Yeah.
You know, I could live without a Mario hat.
Yeah, you wouldn't be wearing that anywhere.
No, I would not be wearing that anywhere anytime soon.
So, hi, Shipwreck. You just jumped right in. That was
Hello.
good. Didn't
Hello,
wait for an
GP.
intro. I think for this episode, this is our special E3 sort of wrap-up show that we do every year, where you'll get a new show at the beginning of the episode, and at the last 3/4 of the episode will be the hour's worth of audio booze that we recorded from LA, just stapled on to the end of the show. People seem to like
Live
that.
from the JW Marriott.
Everyone recorded from the JW.
You may know it as Jeff Keighley's YouTube live show.
Right. Yeah, so if you want to hear a lot of E3 talk, you are in the right place, and get ready to listen to, 3 to 4 hours worth of fantastic E3 content. So, all I did really to prepare for this episode was take a bunch of questions from the listeners. They were almost all about E3. I thought we would talk about our general impressions of the show, even though you're going to hear them again from the stuff from last week, but maybe you don't want to listen to the stuff from last week. Maybe
They've changed since then.
maybe they've changed. Who knows what could happen?
Maybe people care what I think. You ever think about that,
Well,
Captain Jerkface?
Maybe.
Didn't you record
Maybe.
some audio booze?
I did too.
So they're going to be
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
You don't sound
Great.
impressed with your output or something.
I don't know. I'm exhausted, and I honestly apologize in advance to everyone listening to this show, because I should be more awake
Alert.
and more energetic, and I am not.
If we feel like you're slagging off, can we just yell out, "Slap yourself, Wombat"?
Basically, I'm exhausted and I'm honestly mildly depressed. So
Uh-oh.
I'm just trying to keep my head above water. So
Well, I have a big bag of ether, a Pactor bag that is stuffed to the brim.
Great.
with E3 goodies for you. Hopefully that'll cheer you up.
okay.
It's big, Wombat. It's like overloading.
I'm excited. I am excited. I am super excited for that.
There's a Burger Time shirt in there for you.
You know what? That actually is pretty awesome.
It's the best shirt. I guarantee you.
Shirt of E3.
That is the shirt of E3. There's no question. I was bummed. I'll let you in on a little secret.
You weren't going to get the Burger Time shirt.
You weren't going to get the Burger Time t-shirt because the PR rep for the booth that had Burger Time stuff in it. Knew me.
My Arcade, I believe, is the name of that.
Okay.
company.
He knew me from his old job, and as we were leaving, he's like, "Oh, you guys want some Burger Time shirts?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, we want some Burger Time shirts."
Who doesn't want Burger Time shirts?
And he went into the back room, pulled out 2 shirts, and gave it to us. And we walked out of the way, and we were like, "Oh, well, sucks for Wombat. We only got 2 Burger Time shirts." But then when I got home, I noticed that it was a large. So you win, Wombat.
Why? What size shirt do you wear?
I wear an extra large.
Oh, I didn't know that. I assumed you wore a large, like me.
I'm tall. I got to wear an extra large. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's like a cutoff. Otherwise,
That might be sexy for some people.
a Burger Time cutoff.
Uh huh.
Anyway, it's definitely the best shirt that I saw at E3 by a lot. So
Cool.
So you have something. Cheer up, Wombat. That's what I'm saying.
I will. I need to I honestly, I have about a week and a half left of what's going on, and once it passes, I'm gonna knock on wood and say everything will just be back to normal. And
Talking
I'll be
about
happy.
your day job,
self.
right?
Yeah, it's just
Not your kidney stone.
no. It's just been very busy and it's stressful, and you know how it can get.
Sure.
It's just work stress, and it's it isn't fun.
Is your back hurting?
No, my back isn't hurting. I'm just very tired
Oh, that's
and
okay.
very on edge.
Okay, I'll try not to piss you off. too
Yeah. I've said things to some people that I've had to apologize for.
much. Oh shit! Damn.
To which the response has been, I understand, I know what you're going through. So
I'm glad you didn't go with us to E3 this year then.
I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I honestly wouldn't have. I mean, between work and also during E3 was also my daughter's dance recital and my son's 6th birthday party. And I feel and in the last T-ball game of the season, and there was all sorts of other crap. It couldn't be at a worse time of the year for E3. Like if E3 was like the first week of August, that would totally work for me.
Gotcha.
We'll let them know.
Yeah, can they move it? I know, it's like if there couldn't be a worse time of the year for me than any time in June.
I think this was just poor planning on your part when you impregnated your wife.
That too. I should have thought about that in advance. How will this affect E3?
Right. Wait, quick. I don't want to get graphic. People are going to start throwing up in their mouths.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Right. So let's rewind, I guess, before we get into E3 stuff, because it's going to be the majority of the show. We'll get some other stuff out of the way first. If we can rewind in our minds from 2 weeks ago, we last left our listeners with the fun story about how Wombat was tweeting about Elder Scrolls Online, the Morrowind add-on, and he tweeted out to the head of PR for Bethesda, basically wondering where his copy was. And we made fun of him on the show, as we are often to do.
But guess what?
But guess what happened?
They sent it to me.
It had nothing to do with that tweet, though.
No,
it
it didn't have
to do with me giving you the PR contact.
Yes, you and someone else. There were multiple people involved with this.
So,
is who you should.
Multiple
this is who
people
you should
saw
contact.
your tweet, right?
People saw it just eat, and I'm like, and it's funny because it sounds weird saying not who, but it's not that it matters. But I was like, I'm not going to do it. It's silly. And this other person actually typed up an email and sent it to me and goes, "No, just send this to them. I'm telling you should do it."
You didn't even type up your own email?
No, he goes,
Wow.
They're like, they want you to play this game. Just send them this email. You don't even have to do any work. I'm like, fine.
Wow. Ben Gilbert's a nice guy.
There you go. You said it, not me. But
I just guessed. You didn't. You just confirmed it. So
yeah,
it's on you now.
it is on me. Not that it matters. But and he was right. And they emailed me back and like, yeah, please, we love to have you play our game. And I've been playing it, and it actually is a lot of fun.
Oh,
who knew?
Well, you love Elder Scrolls. You love that whole
universe. And it is very much it feels a lot more like an Elder Scrolls game than I think when Shipwreck played it. I know they changed it a lot since that game launched a few years ago. It now looks like an Elder Scrolls game. You could play in the first person or the third person. The weapons are very similar. There are some MMO contrivances that I could do without. Sometimes it looks really silly when you have like 6 people standing in a room together, all talking to the same person at the same time.
Jumping up and down.
Right. Yeah.
Lots of
like
jumping.
Yeah, there's that kind of silliness. There's a lot of like I just spoke to that person, I'm going to leave, and now I could actually see someone going through that same animations behind me as I'm leaving the room. Which, again, it's part of that MMO thing. The other thing...
It really makes you seem like a community.
Yeah.
I
will say it does come in handy when you're like fighting a boss character and there just happens to be 2 other people there that help you take it down instead of dying. So that's kind of cool.
That's pretty neat. I didn't realize that. I guess that would be possible.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So I'll there's trade-offs. There's pluses and minuses. There's they really want you to spend money, which, I can't blame them for that, but they really want you to spend money.
But there's
Most
no
of
monthly. There's no monthly fee, right? It's
There
just,
is you can still pay a monthly fee, and what the monthly fee gets you, that basically this is what they want you to do is you have fairly limited storage space as far as the stuff you could carry around. But if you pay the monthly fee, you get unlimited storage space for stuff you can carry around.
I see. And there are probably other benefits too, or is that just it?
That's like the main one. And again, there's a lot of stuff you could buy. I don't know how. I think you probably get some of those loot boxes with your monthly subscription. I don't know how many or what you would get specifically, but I'm sure there's lots of your usual MMO stuff like pets and mounts and costumes and that kind of stuff. So, but I have 2 pets that came with my copy of the game, and I have 2 horses. I got the horse with the armor.
Sweet.
So that's kind of funny. Yeah, I got the horse armor, which made me laugh. And I've unlocked a really cool costume in the game, so I'm pretty good there.
Oh,
so,
cool. See?
It's a
good thing that you asked.
No,
it's a good thing that Ben asked. I mean, that you asked.
There are some good quests in there. Like, just straightforward, Elder Scrolls style, quests. Quest lines, little storylines.
That's good. I'm glad. Everything worked out.
For that, yes.
Don't be depressed. You got Elder Scrolls.
I do.
And it's good, it sounds like.
Yep. And I also got 100 gold bricks in Lego Worlds, which is top rank for that game. Basically, that's finishing the game.
Wow. I see everything's coming together.
That game is really good. I think you and Ty would really enjoy it, and it's on sale on PSN this week. I'm just throwing that out there for you.
Maybe he's off to sleepaway camp on Sunday, so
I know
I'll be by my lonesome.
We all play that together. Me and both children play that. So
cool.
Mm-hmm.